The animal kingdom is filled with potential. There are so many symbolic interpretations from so many different cultures that this is one of the keys to healing, specifically healing your traumas. And I'll tell you why, how to heal your traumas using your spirit animal. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Flow Mashkaram and Flow Stay, how's it going? My name is Sumet Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state guide, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today we're talking all about spirit animals, okay? Spirit animals, you might have heard this term before. Perhaps in the past, you've looked up some symbolism for certain animals online, thinking that, oh, I'm really related to, the aardvark or something completely random like the Komodo dragon or something like this, right? Oh, I want to be a Komodo dragon. Well, guess what, buddy, guy, pal, gal, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose your spirit animal. Your spirit animal chooses you. That's the first thing, okay? Yes, I want to be the lion. I want to tap into that energy, but that's not what is teaching me right now. The animal that might be teaching me right now might be a monkey or a hyena or something else, and then it might evolve into another animal as that lesson has been learned. Animals serve as a direct connection towards our consciousness, in a sense. I've known that whenever there are transitional phases or liminal phases in my life where I'm at a crossroads or I'm trying to decide on something, how to utilize my money or how to, travel to this place or, getting into contact with someone, making a podcast work, whatever it is, right? There'll be some transitional phases in your life where you will notice that these animals visit you, whether it's through your dreams or in real life. Here, actually, I have black kites here in Newtown, Kolkata in India. And essentially, man, these black kites always follow me around, like straight up. And they mainly make eye contact with me. They sit on the ledge of my balcony or even on the roof, and they make eye contact with me so that they can teach me something. And also one of my guides is also Horus, which kind of links to that energy. However, at the same time, it's very interesting that that energy is following me around. Why is it following me around, right? Is it just because it's there and it's attracted to the energy, or is it there to warn me about something or bring my attention to something, or perhaps even acknowledge something that I'm missing, or perhaps slow down, or there is some lesson there to be learned from the animal kingdom. Like there's lots of lizards sometimes. Now lizards remind you to get back into your physical body. Okay, so each animal kind of has a lesson that is there to teach you. In Kolkata, we call them tiktikis, right? Tiktikis are like lizards, like the little newts or whatever, right? They just go around the homes. So your core wound, your core trauma, your childhood trauma is in your subconscious mind somewhere, okay? It's there in the back in the recesses of your mind. Now, what would have been the animal that would have saved you from that trauma, that would have protected you from that trauma, that would have given you love during that trauma, that would have given you strength during that trauma? What is the animal whose archetypical symbolic image gives you an instant hit of what you need to overcome that wounding? This is the purpose that sometimes these animals serve. And this is, again, through deep reflection, meeting with shamans, like my own shamanism, going into trance states, meeting my power animal, totem animal in a sense, or sex animal, right? There's different types of animals. So there's spirit animal, totem animal, power animal, sex animal. Some people like to merge them, some people don't. I just see them as labels and categorizations because, again, it's all archetypical, right? It's all a part of your subconscious mind. So no matter what label you give it, or whether it's totem or power or whatever, totem ones are very specific to shamanism and that culture. So I'm not gonna, blur lines or anything like this. So I'll give you a personal example, okay? Personal examples always work best. So one of my spirit animals is a midpoint between a dolphin, midway, orca transformation. Okay. Now why am I combining two animals? You're saying, who gave you a creative license to combine these animals? No, you're allowed to do this because you don't have to limit yourself to one animal. You can also go into the mythical realms and grab something that inspires you, like a griffin. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your imagination. This is the imagery that I got when I kept thinking of one of my childhood traumas, which was just drowning. I was in kindergarten and this Thai boy saved me. I was in Thailand at the time, Bangkok City, and his name was Crit, which is 4 letters of my rap name, Scripts. I found that out years later, and I kind of made the correlations and connections later. I think that's a very deep, profound thing because he saved me, and the representation that I had in my mind when he saved me, like a guardian angel or whatever, was that he was like this dolphin killer whale energy that just lifted me up out of the water, scooped me up like ice cream out of the water, and shot up into the water, right? Like a dolphin would flip in the water, right? It would just like, and that's the imagery that I got of like being in this abysmal blue, tiles of a swimming pool. Like I remember this, right? Looking around, my grandfather was there, rest in peace. It was so shocking because I'd gone from the kiddie pool to the adult pool, and I just went down the slide and I just started drowning. And this was the imagery that I got years later into my adult life, where I got this imagery of this dolphin energy, which is the playfulness, and the orca energy was that masculine quality, you see? And this is the energy that rescued me. It saved me. It integrated, it processed that. And now, finally, I can say that I want to start swimming again. And I want to explore the water again, okay? But that took me a while. I'm 28 now, okay? I was in kindergarten. So start to understand that it's very, very impactful, the stuff that happened to you in childhood. I know that a lot of people say this and a lot of people consider this, but it's just way into the recesses, right? You can't really access some of those memories at times. You have to go into deep layers of concentration, trance state, to actually access some of these memories and actually transmute them and process them and release them to what doesn't serve your narrative. If it does serve your narrative in some way, you're justifying it to yourself, or you're blaming yourself, or victim blaming, and then that's making the story stronger. That's going to be more difficult to release. But what if you had an animal that could help to support you? Okay, so really think about this. What would be the animal that would save me from a situation where I was harmed, or I felt neglected, or unloved, or abandoned, or betrayed, or rejected, whatever, right? And you can use this in moments where you feel like that in life. You can take a picture of the animal that you most resonate with. Again, sometimes this will come from your own culture. Like, I love the tiger ever since I was young. I have Calvin and Hobbes books. I bought Timbo, who's still up there, by the way, when I was like 10 years old, okay? So it's really important that you tap into your own lineage and your own culture and look at the animals there. Also be a kind of a collective shadow associated with your culture, if that makes sense, okay? So collective shadow is like the shadow of a culture, or a country, or, a group of people in a sense, or just an organization, or even the world, the entire collective of all of us. Now, there's a lot of guided meditations online to find your power animal. I have one on my channel as well to find your spirit animal. And I will be making more content in regards to this. Obviously, we have our website coming out soon. It's going to be powerful, man. We're going to have an online store for you guys. So we're going to give you all the subliminals. We have 2 products out right now, as you guys know, which is the Flow State Ancient Sanskrit Mantra, as well as the Golden Shadow Subliminal, okay? And we're still stacking on those products. I think we're going to create one for a core wound healing that will heal all the core wounds. And that's using a framework of bioenergetics, as well as trauma healing through the power animal as well. I've been thinking about this idea, but we can also go into like sex animal. We can go into, wealth animal, there's different ways you can go about this, right? So let's say that you're having a difficulty in accumulating wealth. What is the energy that you need that comes in the form of an animal that will help you with your block, with your roadblock? Let's say in wealth, you're having an issue of a money block. The money block is deserving. What animal, when you see that animal, you notice that it deserves wealth. It just deserves all the abundance that the universe has to give it. It'll be specific for you, right? So you might be like, oh, yeah, that's definitely a cheetah. Your next door neighbor might be like, oh, it's got to be the greyhound dog. Groundhog, right? It's got to be the groundhog. Okay, just doing this thing over and over again, like Groundhog Day. In any case, man, you understand that how powerful these animals are, and they will teach you. They are your teachers. So what I do is when I feel stressed or rejected or abandoned or whatever, like feeling that trauma, pain body moment where you just get triggered or overreactive in a sense, what do? I look at a picture of an animal that will help me bridge this gap, that will be the thing that closes the loop of my thought of what I'm worried about. I'm overthinking about something. Oh, but this. No, I will go into a deep meditation by just looking at a specific image. It could be on my phone. I can print it out. I can look at it on anywhere, right? On my computer. Let's say that it's a picture of a wolf, right? I've been really drawn to the wolf energy as well. So you can choose more than one animal, right? I'm not giving you rules here, but this is going to really, really help you. So let's say the wolf helps you with not feeling rejected, okay? Let's say you just got rejected from a job interview. You go back home, take a warm bath, you chill out for a second, and you come into this frequency of this wolf energy, and you look at a picture of a wolf. If you can find wolf noises and things like that on YouTube as well, play it, because that's their communication, right? That's their language. So obviously that's going to speak to you as well in that moment. But this is all happening obviously subconsciously, right? Your brain is integrating all this information. And this is very, very shamanic what you're doing, but you're modernizing it, which is why I want you guys to have modern solutions to these things, right? So you tune into the rejection, you look at the image or the eyes of the wolf, and you just breathe into your body, and you allow the process to take place. Your body will breathe in and out. You'll just meditate to this wolf. How do you know when you're done? You'll know. You'll know I've taken the lesson from this. I've taken the teaching from this on how to reframe this rejection as fuel or something like this, right? Whatever it is that your interpretation system is telling you in terms of the most positive outcome that the animal can give you. We're just starting to, explore the waters here with these ideas. But I wanted to give you guys a background. This psycho-spiritual approach is very, very powerful because we're working with the unconscious and the subconscious mind, okay? We're working with the hidden. We're working with the occult. We can't see that stuff. But when you make the unconscious conscious, then it becomes awareness. When you put your awareness on anything, it starts to expand. You just have to put your awareness on things that you really value. If you're in unconsciousness, the best thing to do is just shine awareness. Because awareness, pure awareness, is just like sunlight. It transforms whatever it sees or touches. That's my message for you today. I hope this message resonated with you today. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Hit that subscribe button. May the flow be with you. And stay legendary. Os. Hit that subscribe button. Os.